judgment that most of us know very well. It's the voice that tells us we're not enough, that we should be doing more, doing better, or somehow be different than we are. For many of us, this voice has been present for so long that we've stopped questioning it. We assume it's telling the truth, and we believe it is who we are. But what if it isn't? What if the inner critic is simply an old pattern, a collection of beliefs, conditioning, experiences, and maybe a way to protect ourselves that's developed over time? What if that criticism is simply a part of you that learned to believe that being harsh, vigilant, or judgmental would somehow help us? So the goal of this meditation is not to fight the inner critic, not to silence it, or not to get rid of it. The goal is awareness. Awareness creates space, and from that space, something beautiful begins to happen. So take a comfortable seat, and when you're ready, gently close your eyes. With your eyes closed, take a slow, deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more full breath in and a gentle release. You can continue this breathing pattern throughout the meditation, in through your nose and out through the mouth. Continual cycle that's almost like a wave. Now allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Soften the muscles around your eyes. And allow your body to become a little bit heavier. A little more supported. A little more present. Notice the sensations in your body, exactly how it is. Notice the contact between your body and whatever's supporting you. Notice the rhythm of this breathing. And just realize there's nowhere else you need to be. For these next few moments, just allow yourself to be here. And if it feels right, you can say out loud, I am here, I am safe, and I'm willing to see this inner voice with compassion. Now, begin to bring awareness towards your inner world. Maybe noticing what thoughts are present or what feelings are present in your body. You can start with maybe the sensations. And just have the awareness that nothing needs to change. You're simply observing. Now we're going to gently invite awareness towards that inner critic. Just allow itself to reveal itself naturally. Maybe it says you're not doing enough, you're not good enough, you should be further along, you should be in a different place than you are. Simply listen without resisting, without arguing, without trying to make it stop. Just notice these critical thoughts and allow them to drift by. Then you can say out loud or to yourself that I notice my inner critic without judgment. And then just notice and bring awareness to this critical voice. Maybe it complains, maybe it criticizes, maybe it worries, maybe it tries to predict the future. Just listen. Notice its tone, its energy. Maybe how old it feels. Notice whether it sounds familiar. And ask yourself, what does this voice remind me of? Does it sound like a frightened child? A teacher? A parent? A wounded version of myself? Just be curious. Now bring curiosity to this voice. Rather than believing it, rather than rejecting it, simply ask. What are you trying to protect me from? And then just listen and allow whatever arises to come out and arise. Maybe this voice learned a very long time ago that criticism equals protection. Maybe it believed that if every mistake was pointed out, you would avoid failure. Maybe it believed that if it was judged first, others couldn't hurt you. Maybe it believed that if you constantly pushed and achieved, you could finally be accepted and loved. Take a moment and pause and notice what happens when you become curious instead of trying to push this away. Continue to breathe and allow whatever is there to be there. Now take some time and imagine sitting face to face with this part of yourself. Not as an enemy, but as a part that you've been carrying for a very long time. Take a deep breath and say, I hear you. I hear your fears. I hear your concerns. I understand what you're trying to do. You can even thank it for trying to protect you. Now imagine speaking to this voice in the same way you'd speak to a child who's upset. You're not dismissing them, not shaming them, simply listening, offering understanding, offering patience, offering kindness, maybe even a smile. Just explore this voice with curiosity. Maybe recognize how dramatic it can be, how exaggerated, how convinced that every tiny, small mistake is a catastrophe. Maybe just for a moment you can hold it lightly, seeing it for what it is. A frightened part of yourself that's just trying its best. Now, for a moment, let's bring in some affirmations. So, repeat after me. I choose to speak with myself with compassion and kindness. I'm worthy of love and respect, and I can be gentle with myself. I choose to speak to myself with compassion and kindness. I'm worthy of love and respect, and I can be gentle and patient with myself. I choose to speak to myself with compassion and kindness. I'm worthy of love and respect, and I can be gentle and patient with myself. Now just take a moment to be aware of that voice again. So we're going to notice if there's anything that shifted. Do a little bit of a reframe. And notice the voice. Notice the thoughts. Notice the energy behind it. Realize the voice is not who you are. You're the witness. You're the conscious living being beneath that voice. Now bring awareness back to your breath. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Feel your body supported beneath you. Come back into your body. Come back into presence. And if it feels right, you can say, I'm here. I am safe. I'm worthy of compassion. I'm worthy of love. And I'm learning to speak to myself with kindness. Offer gratitude to yourself for showing up today, for listening, for being willing to look within, for choosing awareness instead of judgment. And remember, the goal is not to eliminate the inner critic, it's only to recognize it. So when you're ready, bring gentle awareness and movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, move your toes, and slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. And throughout the day, Just continue this dialogue with this voice, with curiosity, without judgment, with love, compassion, and empathy.